Hey, welcome back to Mama's Garage Podcast. I'm your host, Luke Franklin. You guys typically will see me doing the pod holding a microphone. Not this week, not this time. Me and my buddy Ryan from my Heathens band, my 21 Pilots cover band, we did a lovely podcast in his dining room area of his house roughly a week and a half ago. Today's Thursday, June 4th. We recorded our episode, I think around May 24th, about a month before our upcoming show, which is why we did the podcast. I had the mic set up. I used the mixer. I had the GoPro. We were drinking coffee. It was great. But I forgot to check the microphone. The microphone feed going into GarageBand didn't work, so I thought, why not make the intro the exact same quality just for continuity errors, you know? Continuity is a good thing. Ginger ale burp, whatever. It's low budget GoPro, it's fine. But no, Ryan and I had a great time. We had a great rehearsal. I spent the night with him in his guest room that night. And we checked out the venue in Louisville for the Whirling Tiger, is what it's called, and that's a really cool stage. I'm very excited to play that on June 26th at the Whirling Tiger in Louisville, Kentucky at 7:30 p.m. with Business of Misery. I cut the promo for that show earlier this evening, and I kept saying Misery of Business. That's not what they're called. That's a bunch of nonsense. But this is a good episode. It does stop abruptly. You'll hear the audio kind of fade out towards the end of that. That's because the GoPro died halfway through us speaking. So without the GoPro running or the audio running, we were just hanging out with no documentation. So all you missed was like maybe 12 or so minutes at the end there. But oh well. I knew this would happen eventually. But let's see, without looking at my phone for the outro. But as always, no. I gotta look it up. This is so unprofessional. Where's my phone at? There it is. Of course there it is. Let's see. Usually I have this shit pre-recorded and it's about a minute and a half, but running on low steam. Been a very busy week, so let me find the intro template, and then we'll be good. Oh yes, but as always, please like, comment, subscribe, 5-star rating. Sugar friend, Sugar Mailman, Sugar Mailman's boss, you know the drill. Without further ado, please enjoy episode what's going to be 43 of Mama's Garage Podcast. Me and Ryan. I'll probably call it me and Ryan because I just said that. So I'll see you at the brothel. Peace.
You're listening to Mama's Garage Podcast.
Gonna enjoy our coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Our coffee, our little hot cocoa after our band rehearsal, dude.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Or cheers.
First, absolutely.
Some, caffeine.
That's correct. 9 p.m. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Always goes down smooth.
Uh-huh. Well, no, that'll eventually turn off, but yeah, that's it. It's okay. little GoPro and the mixer and the mics, and then I have two pairs of actually one pair of headphones is gone because I left it at home, but I have like the Tyler Joseph like little yellow little tape mark there for it. That's always nice. So like the Florida music video.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I used to when it was just like audio podcast, I had everyone wear the headphones too. I was like, you ever hear your voice get right back into your? It's good if you feel so
subconscious.
I enjoyed it too much, I think, and so it was fun. It was fun for
Opposite.
me.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Interesting.
But
I think you're the first person who ever say that.
No, I mean, because like I remember when I was a little kid, I hated the way my voice sounds. Like, oh, it's like a little girl. I don't like it. Yeah. But I enjoy the way my voice sounds, and so that's why stand-up happens, is why podcasts happen, and playing drums is very hard to get your voice to be heard. But then unless you do some jokels, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Doing
those.
So I think it was June of 2020. This is last year, 2025. When you messaged me, I think you saw my routines in the night. Good drum covers, probably what it was.
Yeah.
And you were like, yo, good stuff. And I was like, all right, thanks, quiet confidence. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then I think like a few weeks later is when you were like, hey, I'm kind of trying to put this project together. And then the rest is history. I remember getting that message. I was just like, any day at work, just going to take my morning dump at work at 10:35. I look at my phone. I was like, they just received the coolest. Would you like to be Josh Dunn for a while? I was like, yeah, I've been training since I was 12 years old to do that. Yeah, so I'm eternally grateful for that because it was at a crossroads where I was like, I don't really think I want to play this band I was in for a while. So I was doing both for a little bit and stand up, while still being 19. And I mean, we just put together a set list pretty easily and just like got going because you had the date set immediately. For the first show.
Yeah, I had it booked. So then this was October was the show for people that would be helpful for. So this was several months in advance that looking for someone, but I already had the show booked and venue and all that. So I just needed to find the drummer. Maybe that was a little bit backwards to do, but you
found him.
Yeah, I did. I was nervous. I do a bunch of booking for, of course, own band or various projects and things. And the way I find other bands, majority of the time, is through Instagram and just reaching out, just kind of cold DMing people or emailing. And the amount of just unread DMs to opportunities that not only I've sent to other people, but also come in my inbox and I don't even see or are unread, or I don't know. Instagram has that like spam filter that's like filters a bunch of things, which is good.
It's like recommend like the requested DMs and stuff. Yeah.
But then there's I have to periodically check it. I don't know if I've really looked into a setting of changing things in there, but I have photographers or videographers reach out to do things that go unread. Even I'm guilty of this myself. But anyway, I was worried that you would not even see the message.
Dude, I saw that shit. And I'm gonna try to find exactly when in the DMs real quick, see what was said.
Because for the audience, we were not friends prior. We live 2 hours.
2 hours away. It's usually like 2 hours and like 7 minutes from my driveway to your driveway.
So, not exactly.
You're just like,
right.
Hey, I'm gonna read the exact message the way it was phrased to me. Because this was last summer, so it hasn't been like a whole year yet. So
hearing your voice back is one thing, but hearing your text messages back.
No, that's one. Yeah, sure. But let's see. We're getting there. I'm in early July. You're just
hopefully I was professional.
Oh, totally, for sure. I read it. I was like, am I even ready to say yes to this? This is insane.
Yo, you play drum.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I just scrolled past like, well, what's your favorite movie? We were doing sharing that stuff. I was like, oh, we got this guy's culture too. I think it was early June. Come on, we've been texting a lot on Instagram. I probably should have. This is probably not the best podcast to listen to me scroll. Like I should have prepared a while ago. But
that's all right.
I'm almost there. Almost there. I forgot what day it is. Let's see.
Yeah, several months. The fact that you saw it and replied, that was.
Which, I mean, what a little bar.
You're right.
You poor thing. We're so close to it. It was early. Okay, so here it is. Very top. So on June 3rd, you saw my Instagram, because I think I got, because that reel got like 10,000 views. It was really hard for Instagram, but I had the lady Egg Tyler. She's like the fan account. She reposted it because I DM'd her. She was like, yeah, for sure. And then like 6 days later, he said, hey, I know this is out of the blue, but we actually have a show Saturday, October 18th here in Louisville, doing a 21 Pilots tribute night. but our drummer is double booked. I was wondering if you'd be interested in filling in. We run in-ears, tracks, and our own lights, and such, so it'll be as 21 Pilots as possible. Lyric videos, and I think it'd be a great fit. Your pay would be, we'll keep it disclosed for the night, but we're flexible. If we can make more than that at the door, we can split the rest. Let me know. From Ryan.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I was
up front with all the details.
Good for sure. Good message, man. You sent it at like 9 p.m. on June 9th, and then June 10th. I replied at noon. At noon, and I said, dude, holy shit. I'm fucking in, dude. Whatever it takes, I'm fucking in, bro. I cuss so much. I said, this is fucking wild. I'm literally shitting at work right now. Yeah. This is a dream affirming message to receive. Wow. So give me a set list and I'll be all over it.
Yeah.
And then
you were in from the jump, literally.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so you were just like, hell yeah, man, let's do it. And then we just started messing from there. Yeah. So that's how I describe it, because it's like I've always wanted to do that. Like I can't explain to you how many times I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could just like play 21 Pilots show, like you know, like I don't know, like I don't even know if that's even allowed to be like to do, because they're still an you know, they're a band still making stuff, like they're still on playing shows. Yeah. But I was like, it's like my favorite way to play the drums is to just hit the hell out of them to these songs. I do it in my garage all the time, and then I just got like the gig. I was like, I've been training for this for so long. Perfect.
Yeah. The bat symbol is in the sky.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just
and then I remember having a thought in on stage in October, because that show went well. We did it at Vernon Lanes on Saturday, October 18th. It was a great time. But I remember playing. I don't know what song it was, but it was something on stage. I realized there's no way I'll ever beat this in terms of like a fun gig to do, unless it's like my own, like I'm in like full creative control of something. So what it did is it gave me like this I'm like, if I never have to play drums live ever again, I'll be okay. I'll be happy about that, but I'll be like, I did the thing I want. I got to play Otis Sleep live, you know.
Yeah.
And that's thanks to you, man. So I want to say thank you up front. It was because now I'm just like, I'll just do comedy now. I can like I've satisfied myself drum wise, where I'm like, maybe drums were just like a teenage year thing, or it's a look back, but I don't think it'll ever stop. My brain's developed around the idea of it, but I do know that as small of a show that was and how fun it was, it's like I'm fully satiated.
Yeah.
So
that was a good time.
It was a lot of fun, and bigger and better this next month, June 26th.
Yeah, Friday, June 26th at the Whirling Tiger.
We're just there. That's why I have the wristbands, and I have the CM Punk hands right now. 7 weeks till I'm 21. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, I know. How did you celebrate your 21st birthday? Because Ryan's like 45.
Yeah, I am.
Ryan's, you're 30, 31?
Yeah, I am 32, I believe.
Yeah, see, I know exactly how old I am.
Yeah.
You're like 32?
Yeah, I was in college at Wisconsin
That's right,
Madison, and I had, a week into my senior year there, so I was back to school.
Okay.
On campus there, and I think it was a Monday, and we went to this basement bar thing that no one was there, of course, on a Monday, but all my friends came out and rallied on a Monday. I'm very appreciative of that. Mm-hmm. And there was a N64 set up in the corner of the bar, hooked up to a TV, and had Mario Kart on there.
Perfect.
And I believe I spent a good half an hour. I believe I got verbally abusive to my friends on the Mario Kart. Karting.
That's how I spent my 20th birthday, because it was raining like it is today. It was raining all of my 20th birthday, so we just stayed home, and my brother and I, and Max brought his friends over, his friends, and it was like, we're just gonna play the Wii for 9 hours. And we started off playing Mario Kart, then we played Wii Sports. But we did not even just the baseball game, the training simulator. So it's can you get 10 home runs in a row? And then or just sore the next day because I just use my arm so much. Yeah, you don't need to be to go on a rager. You're 23. Yeah, you just have like experience, like go out when you can drink legally. You should be fine.
Right. Yeah, I did stumble home. So we did get after it
on a Monday,
but yeah, it was a good time. That does feel a while ago now. But also yesterday, so
I bet. Yeah, see, that's what. Because I hear people like, it's people always make the cliche joke like it's all downhill after this.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true at all. I think it's what you make of it. You can have as much fun as you want, but
that's right. Doing anything. All about perspective.
Now you mentioned earlier when we left the venue, or no, we left Drake's. Dude, I got sushi bowl.
Drake's,
Sushi bowl's so good.
Yeah.
If you find yourself around a Drake's, you should probably go in there. It's good food, good staff, a lot of TVs. It's just like a classic like chain bar, what do they call that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're kind of regional chain. I don't think they're up in like Chicago area.
I was impressed. It was good. But you see, you had a topic you might want to bring up. I have a topic of my own.
Oh yeah.
You might want to bring up your own. But I'm more curious about yours.
All right, so mine is doing stand-up stuff. I have not thought about how I wanted to exactly phrase this.
Okay, it's fine.
Because, the short of it is that I think I have a potential bit idea for stand-up.
The seed.
Yes, the
okay,
seed.
Great.
And we could take it.
This is amazing.
A
I
million ways.
had no idea what you were going to bring.
We have not discussed this.
Yeah, not at all.
I do realize this might be the equivalent of you should learn how to play wagon wheel, or like a musician
right.
thing
you don't know
of
what
like,
you don't know. Of course,
you should write a thing, or you should do the joke about this. So I'm not trying to preface. I'm trying to more from a songwriting collaborative process of here I think is a funny idea to think about. I have not thought it through, and there's probably different ways to think about it to have some good lines about it.
From that,
and see
whatever you're about to say, I already trust more because you're self-aware enough to be like, I'm aware I'm out of my wheelhouse. I might, this might be some rudimentary bullshit. You'll be like,
exactly, yeah.
Oh, Ryan, you young man.
Yeah, and then I'll hit you with some shit.
I've only been doing comedy like a year and a half, so
yeah. Then I'm like, okay, knock.
Okay, lay it on me.
So the premise of the bit would be something along the lines of Justin Timberlake, talking about Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
And the song Rock Your Body. I'm gonna rock your body.
But that's with NSYNC though, right? Or is that like his own thing? Was he
I think it's
NSYNC?
just yes, it is NSYNC. So different song. But no, this is the Not be so quick to walk away and dance with me. And then it goes, gonna get you naked by the end of this song. And it's been a while since I've watched the music video, but I'm sure there's probably some nuggets in there. But so the song goes for like 3 minutes, and he ends with that line of gotta get you naked by the end of this song. And he's like, oh well, let me hit him with it. And he extends the song at the end, because in my mind he hasn't got said woman naked yet. So what does he start doing? Because he's Justin Timberlake, he starts beatboxing. And the idea of Justin Timberlake like trying to undress a woman and then like sing to her, and then like, oh shit, the song's ending, I gotta extend the song. So what does he do?
Just like
he starts while he's trying to like fidget with the bra,
so
and he's
buys
like,
himself time. Okay.
Yeah, right. He's trying to buy himself time to he's like, I gotta double down on this. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna panic. And
so here's what I got.
What is he doing? Is he trying to get the bra strap? Is he in front of her and he's doing the reach around?
Yeah.
And so now he's like motorboating, boomboxing, or beatboxing. Or is he the opposite side and like she's like, "What are you doing back there?"
She's like
And he's
kissing
just
her
like,
neck, but just like in between the like
Yeah.
thinking about.
"Yeah, this gets me in the mood."
Yeah. That's definitely original. I never heard that before. But so you've made comedy sketches before, like where like the Tom DeLonge thing. You definitely did that.
Yeah.
I'm looking directly at where that was filmed in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And so one thing that I learned early on is that there's like sometimes ideas like such as that exist better in sketch form than it does on stage,
Ooh,
and
okay.
vice versa. Where it's like
Sure, yeah.
sometimes some you might have a sketch idea. It's like this might actually just be a bit. You might you're something you're just like
Okay.
telling a story correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
And so there's a lot of comedic value to this, but I feel like the visual,
yeah.
exactly. You need that's a really funny thing. Or you dress up like Justin,
Yeah.
What do they call him, JT?
JT, yeah.
I bet they call him JT.
I gotta get some frosted tips.
Of
we
course,
could have
of course.
the era of whatever it
Yeah.
was, 2004. I think that song came
Yeah,
out.
before my time. Huh?
Yeah. I just thought
That's for sure fun.
That-
Because he's like, fuck.
like-
oh shit.
she's not Nikki yet.
Mhm.
Damn, what I gotta do?
puts
Start
like
beatboxing.
like YouTube at like 0.5 speed. Just like it's fine. Slow down. We're good. Or just like slow the record player down or something. Yeah, that's fun because like it's funny to watch Justin Timberlake like fall. There's no crew. Hi, how you doing, Carly? Ryan is a wife. That's pretty cool.
That's right. She's great. What you got there? You got a bunch of toys?
Bunch of random shit.
Is that a
The leftover
Cake
from Girls
tray?
Weekend.
Ooh, girls'
Happy birthday
weekend.
candle.
cake?
JBL speaker.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a modern day white girl who gave a clue.
100%.
Yeah. The JBL in the nightclub.
Dang.
That's what.
Are those Polaroid pictures as well?
No, it's a birthday candle.
Oh, the birthday candles, yeah.
That's fun.
21.
Yes. 21. Tell everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh
Right
oh. Oh,
21
the
year
Thunder
old.
game is on right now. A lot of distractions. It's all right. This is a good chapter in the pod. How long do you think I think we're going 20 minutes so far. Let's see if I'm getting it right.
Been vibing.
Oh, 19. All right, that's not bad.
That's what I was right
I'll
on.
put
pretty much.
it on the board.
So you're saying this should be more of a skit, is what you're thinking?
I think that Justin
it should
Timberlake
be a-
trying to undo her bra is. I think that's way. I mean, you can. You pitched it to me. I was laughing.
But I think there could also be like you work in the Janet Jackson thing, like okay, this is also before your time.
I know who Janet Jackson
Super
is.
Bowl mishap of Janet Jackson.
What year was that? Was it like
the nip
early
slip?
2000s?
I think it was 2001, 2000. I think it was
No, you're the
2000.
one who watched all of the Super Bowl halftime shows.
Yeah, me and Zach did that from like 1991 until
watched all the Super Bowl halftime
this
shows?
year.
Yeah.
It took a long time.
I bet, yeah. Because they're like 50 minutes a piece or something.
Yeah,
12 minutes.
I think they're like 21 minutes.
Damn, it's so much, so
but-
many hours.
I came home
It's-
from work and that's what they had done for hours.
We did crush a lot of beers, and if you are in for a treat, the 1992 Peanuts themed one,
Peanuts,
it's-
really?
it is rough. And then it's the Michael Jackson one, which
the year after that?
yeah, 93,
Okay,
which I think is
they overcompensate.
which is its own thing. And then I think 94 was like Indiana Jones themed randomly. Indiana Jones had not come out that year, so I don't know why it was all of a sudden.
That's weird.
And then there was like a country year that was really good, and then
It feels like football didn't even happen in the 90s. It feels like it was all like just Chicago Bulls. It's all I remember.
that's
It's all I've
right,
learned
the
about.
Bulls
from-
run. Yeah. That's true. But anyway,
Actually,
yeah, we got to work in the nip slip, the famous nip slip of JT
Mhm.
getting bras off, and
It'd be funny if they
him
happened
beatboxing.
at the Super Bowl halftime show. He's like if they're doing that song. Wait, what? You
Oh,
know the
yeah.
name of that song?
That's it.
Isn't that what happened?
I think it's Rock Your Body. Oh, the Janet Jackson one.
Yeah.
That-
Well, I mean, like if the skit happened, like the sketch, like happened. Like, what's the name of the song you were singing? I gotta get you
think
naked right
it-
into this song.
Rock Your Body.
Okay.
YouTube's gonna flag this, can
No, dude, not even close. they can't pick up copyright if you're not right. If you're not.
I think it's called Rock Your Body.
Hold on. We could easily just look up on Apple Music. Let's see. You gotta get you naked before the song is over. Before.
By the end of this song.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I totally I try to meet the word count on a. I just realized no one's gonna be able to hear what Carly's saying. We just keep replying to her. She's in the distance. That's okay. She corrected me, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, no, I was trying to make the
rock-
word count in an essay."
Rock Your Body
Is it Rock Your Body? I thought that was In Sync. I'm
by
totally wrong.
Justin Timberlake. So he had gone solo.
Okay, yeah. And
So-
he's like a Harry Styles
That's right.
back then.
Yeah, that's actually kind of weird to think about. That's pretty much it.
One of the Super Bowl halftime shows I remember was I think it was actually my first date with my first girlfriend. What happened on a Sunday, and it was the Super Bowl. It was like Super Bowl 53, I think. It was I don't know, I forget who played, probably the Patriots and some other team, but like
Probably.
it was Adam Levine was the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh.
And I forget how many tattoos he had, but he had like no shirt on the whole time. And I was like,
Didn't need one.
I was like in a ridiculously good mood. I was like, that went so well. Starbucks I've never been inside Starbucks before. It's so cool in there. She's great, great first date. And then I went home and watched Super Bowl halftime show. I was like, yo. And I put on Snapchat, Adam Levine is killing it right now. And then I got back to school that Monday, and my buddies were like, "Yo, it's pretty gay, dude."
Yeah.
It was just
Why
I was like, "Come on!" I was in my feels.
Kidding me? It was the worst.
No, I love that Levine. Big Maroon 5 guy.
Yeah, they songs
You know-
about Jane.
Dude, that album turns 25 years old next year. You know that?
That's upsetting.
Songs about Jane, dude.
Well, we're gonna be doing a Maroon 5
Yeah.
tribute next week.
A Maroon 40%.
Maroon
a
25
Maroon 2.
anniversary.
I'm cool with that. Because I would play that. That whole album's great. Songs
Yeah.
about Jane's awesome.
It is.
And well, their second album that came out like 2007, I think. That's like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Like a big gap.
a huge gap for them, I think. But I listened to the album at maybe the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I was reading the description, and I think they formed as some like rock band camp situation in like California, where like Adam Levine was like the last guy. He was like, I guess I'll sing. I'm the one who wants to do it the less least. There was like the last. He's like, oh, I guess I'll do it. And he ended up being a fantastic vocalist, and like
Gosh.
he's like
Sandbagging.
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
comes in and
Yeah, but I think top to bottom, that's a great album. I remember my mom, whenever we first got like iTunes and stuff, she would put songs off CDs onto our iPods and everything.
Yeah,
I had a lot of songs about Jane on there, but not the whole album. And I've recently, or in the past few years, I've gone back and got the rest of the album in my brain. And so I think the four that I listened to the most, maybe the five, was Harder to Breathe, This Love, the first two. Actually, the first four, Shiver and She Will Be Loved, and then Sunday Morning. Sunday Morning is just a fantastic song.
Yeah.
Such a good song.
Yeah. Check. For sure.
Mm-hmm. I think that album is like, I think This Love is, or She Will Be Loved. I think like those are some of the most covered songs of all time. It's like This Love, Yesterday by the Beatles, and how many other? I mean, like obviously yeah. What are some like really like cliche hacky cover songs?
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, of course. Sweet Child of Mine.
Sweet Child of Mine, yeah.
Uh,
Wagon Wheel.
Absolutely.
Wonderwall.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderwall.
Mr. Brightside.
Mr. Brightside, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
A new one for people like more like my age is Kill Me Girl. You know that song?
Oh, yeah.
I was actually at the Bluebird this past in Bloomington. Shout out to Bluebird. I snuck in there. It's fine. They can't get me now. I'm in Louisville.
Skip town.
Yeah, I'm on the lam, dude. I didn't drink in there or anything, but it was fine. point is, they opened with This Love and they closed with Kill Me Girl. It was like a frat band. Like they were actually really good. I liked them a lot. They had a lot of cool like transitions and stuff. They played they played Cage the Elephant. They played Cigarette Daydream into Ain't No Rush for the Wicked. Those are their two their flagship songs. Very very fun.
Yeah.
A few country songs I didn't know or didn't really care to know, but I think Santeria by Sublime. That's a pretty good. That's one we've done. How many people play Escape by I don't know, the Pina Colada song? Who plays Escape? If you like Pina Colada,
Yeah.
I love that one a lot. My old micro band played that.
If you like making love,
Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's probably one that's been covered a lot. We never did that one though. I wanted to do Superstition. We did I Wish by Stevie Wonder. That's one I did not know before they asked me to play it. I wish those days could come back once more. It's like Stressed Out, but for R&B 70s. It's all nostalgia.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of country songs are like Picture by. But that's more karaoke though. I think Picture by Kid Rock and who's the lady? Sheryl Crow. Yeah. That's a good song though. Ooh, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. It's a very Paralyzer by 11 Finger 11.
Finger 11, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're naming all these songs. I do a lot of them when I play at O'Shea's just by myself doing cover songs and stuff. But for some reason, over the years, it's been kind of a running joke now that most every time I've been playing recently that someone will come up and say, like while I'm setting up or like between songs, that girl will be walking by and go, "Oh my gosh, is it karaoke night tonight?" Like they just assume that they see a guy with a guitar and a setup that meant karaoke.
That's not right.
But
you don't bring a guitar to karaoke.
Right.
Who would think? Did they saw the microphone?
And
did they see a display with words?
Right.
There's no way.
Yeah. There must have been like a sign on my back or something because it's recurrent in like different groups, different people, but they are all. And see, I'm a nice guy, and also I think it's the interest of most people to go ahead and say, yeah, it is karaoke, and have them come up and sing with me. So yeah, Picture we'll do together.
Yeah, it's fun. Because it's also it's like the male and female part.
Right,
which is fun to do.
And most of the time, most of the time it's kind of a train wreck, but it keeps their friends there and they buy another drink.
Because you're there to you're not there to entertain everybody. You're there to kind of keep the vibes up.
Right. It turns into the entire night of that. I think that's a different story. I think we kind of covered it off at some point, but especially on a slower night, you get what you can get of trying to have people just kind of chill and hang out. And
you do that like every 2 weeks, like once a month?
Probably once a month or so.
So I've heard you talk about that quite a lot at O'Shea's place, yeah. And what's going up there by yourself, like that's like similar to like what comedy is, where you don't really have like another partner to kind of bounce off of, because can you get up there and be like, I really wish I was watching the game right now or something at home.
Yes and no.
As grateful as you should be for like being having a gig and stuff. It can you can be like drained sometimes. Be like, man, I really don't want to be on stage right now. So
I don't doing it once a month does. No, I'm always excited to go up.
That's
and
good.
Play.
Okay, that's very good to hear.
If I was playing once a week or multiple times a week, because probably would have days that I'm like,
it become less fun.
Yeah, just kind of showing up for work rather than this is something fun that I get to do. So I've purposely set it up that way, but also my schedule is crazy with work, so it just kind of works out that way. So no, I do think it's more of a freedom thing rather than I don't know if you're going with like feeling either anxious being up there by myself. I don't have someone else to fill the
Right.
time.
That's kind of what I was asking. Yeah, just like
No,
'cause you can feel alone up there, or just like
Yeah.
it's like you need to bring all the energy, but then that you might not have it to that
Right,
night, and so
right.
that can be hard.
Yeah,
You got to push through, do
that
work
can be-
overtime.
Yeah, that can be part of it, but no, it's more of is a good freedom feeling of that. Okay, the next songs that I play are completely up to me. You know, like yes, people can request songs or bands and stuff, and you know
True. So at the same
can
time,
come and go.
you're in control the whole time too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Rather than maybe having the other sense would be someone comes up and requests a song. I know it by heart, but my other band member might not have ever heard the song or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you know a whole thing, or vice versa. Like I don't know the song, but you know someone else knows it really well, but I am just not familiar enough. So yeah, there could be more pressure that way. So when you do play by yourself, it is kind of nice that you can do whatever
Because
you
like
want.
the one thing about that I've kind of decided with comedy is it's a one man show, and I don't have to worry about like obviously we're a 2-piece situation, but in traditional bands I've been in bands where there's like 6 guys, where it's like it's so hard to get one rehearsal together with everybody there, and they can and also just people got to flake or you got to fill parts and. There was one time where we turned a 6-man show into a 3-man operation. Where it was instead of having a drummer, a vocalist, a bassist, lead guitar, and a rhythm guitar, and a sub vocalist, which I think that should be 6 people. That's everybody in the band. It was just a vocalist while playing lead guitar, and then a bassist, and then a drummer. Which I was like, that's all you need, though. I mean, that's
Right.
That's like bare bones. I was like, I think we played that gig in Ohio like almost a year ago. And I was like, this could have been the band the whole time. I mean, because we sounded just the same. But
Do you? This might be. This isn't meant to hurt question because I've done the same thing where we're a 4-piece and even mid gig, we had one drop out.
mid gig,
Yeah,
What?
it was like a 3.5 hour gig.
Oh, wow.
So like it was super long and someone was hungover and you know whatever happens.
I see. However, it does change stuff.
So then we shifted to a 3-piece, just guitar, drums, and bass, and we sounded actually maybe even tighter. Also, we had been drinking, so
so you might feel tight.
Yeah, it feels like we're really killing it.
Yeah.
And we're just
you just more endorphins released when
Yeah.
you guys were together. Yeah.
Did you feel that way of when you downsized that you felt tighter?
It felt like
Or not
everyone had to work harder to
Okay.
make up for half the band not being there, and I feel like we had a better show for that reason. We also were supposed to be the middle act, but then we ended up going last, which was a lot of fun. And I was playing drum. It was like 12:30 in Salina, Ohio, in the back of basically at the end of the Whirling Tiger, where there's like a front room and a back room. We just got shoved in this back little space where it's like a small little. I mean, I'll never forget that gig. It was so peculiar because it was like my first time being on the road, because I spent the night after a gig we did in Muncie, and we spent the night at one of the other band's house, and then we were like, all right, let's go to Salina, 2 hours away. And then I never even heard of Salina. I'm like, how many C cities does Ohio need? Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus, Salina. I mean, there's all kinds of them. So, it was a fun little gig. I forget that place is called Boots and Bourbon or something. I forget, but I do think we had more fun because I always took my shirt off. I take my shirt off now while playing drums. That was always a goal of mine to be in shape enough to be comfortable doing that. But then Avery and Nate, they both took their shirts off and just had a lot of fun. Actually, if you want to listen to the podcast, I think it's episode 19. This is me talking to the viewers now. Is when I had the Obscene Sardines on. That was the name of the band that we slept at the house of. And then we did this acoustic rehearsal with just the 3 of us earlier that day. It was a fun weekend, and then I came home. And I didn't get home till 7 a.m. that following morning. One of those kind of days,
Yeah.
Let's see if I'm right about the number. I'm pretty good with the number of the episodes like that. Yeah, that's right. I called it's episode 19 from 9 months ago, and I called the episode "Big Hunks" because we were me and Avery. He's the front man. He's actually the reason I ever did stand up the first time. Shout out Avery Gates. We got on stage, and it was the Obscene Sardines were like kind of like a jam band situation,
Okay.
and they had a song called "Big Hunks," where like it was a really fun chorus, where it was like "Big Hunks." No, what you want? I forget how it went. It was like big hunk. He can run and jump, and then we were like just like chanting that into the mics the whole time. And then like the next morning, we got all the bands together. There was me, Nate, Avery, and the rest of the band. It was like 7 of us on the podcast. It was ridiculous. It was a weird episode, and I had to put the part we recorded first on the latter half of the episode because it was so chaotic. And I'm like, guys, we can't all be talking over each other. It just no one's gonna. You gotta be able to trick. It's one set of ears per pod.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But I appreciate having you on the pod because you know how to hold a microphone, you know what's going on, you know how to turn it on and off for performances and stuff. But yeah, that was a fun gig. Yeah, I think having a smaller band, I think you end up working harder. Just because.
Yeah, our show was actually in Muncie, Indiana. That this happened.
Yeah? What was the? Do you remember the venue?
The Chug.
The Chug? I never heard of that before.
It was a legendary
That's
place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my best friend growing up, he went to Ball State there. So,
Okay, yeah.
some
Ball
of the
State, what a
bars.
school.
And the Chug, legendary.
The Chug.
Um,
Our shows were usually at Be Here Now.
okay.
That's where that place is like only 12 years old, maybe 13 years old now. It's a cool. That's where I did stand up the first 2 times. Was at that place in the basement of that place, which was fun.
How far is Muncie from Martinsville?
The same distance here actually. It's like 2 hours and like maybe 15 minutes. So maybe 4 hours from here, which that's way bigger of a drive. But yeah, so it's like you get from Martinsville to going 465, and then you eventually get on 69 North, and then you just take that until you get to Muncie, and it's like 20 minutes off the highway, something like that. I can get there without directions now. I don't know. I did the drive so many times. I've come here like 3 different ways now. Today I went on 252 to 65, and then all the way here. Usually I go on 69. That eventually takes me like through the back roads. I go through like there's some weird P named city. Paoli. That's right. Yeah, you go to Paoli. That's exactly correct.
Yeah,
I kind of go through there, and so I'll take that way next time because I like that way a lot better. Because I was on 65 for like 79 miles. I was like, oh no. But made it here on time. It's all good.
That's good.
115 I pulled in, 110.
Okay.
Good time.
Yeah, you did. You were actually earlier than I expected. I thought
Punctual.
you'd be more like 130. Just long drives. So you're just like, I had to stop for gas, or
Actually, I got gas last night. I got a slushie from Circle K. You know, Circle K is in Martinsville. There's 3 of them. It's pretty, that's no good for an Exxon downtown. But I got an orange cream slushie mixed with Dr. Pepper slushie, and then I poured cream soda into it when I got home.
wow.
Yeah, that's something to tear my drums down. It's like I drank all of them before my drums got torn down. Now I was also eating pizza rolls last night. Oh, the pizza rolls! I put 4 different sauces on the pizza rolls. I put this, and stay with me. But mustard on the pizza rolls because we had it. I want to see what that tastes like. See if I can unlock something amazing. And also, you're not wasting any calories because guess how many calories is in a tablespoon of mustard?
20.
Dude, 0. There's no calories in mustard at all.
No way.
I swear. At least in like the
Ketchup's got a bunch.
For sure, ketchup does.
like
It's like
basically
sodium
sugar.
and tomatoes. But I think mustard is it's like paprika, mustard seeds, vinegar, and like I don't know. It's
Okay, I
nothing.
didn't know
It's
that.
literally nothing. But then I had that. I put mayonnaise on the which like that's when I probably lose people on that on the pizza roll.
No, I can see it.
And then I put ketchup on because I'm like tomato and tomato. It should be fine. But ranch on a pizza roll, can't be beat. It's probably my favorite place to put ranch.
Yeah.
It's too good
Yeah,
because the
ranch
cream and the red sauce has been as a combination older than us. It is much older than us. It's been proven time and time again to be
Tale
good.
as old as time.
I think so.
Song as old as rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a buffalo sauce guy.
Okay, I like
Buffalo
buffalo
sauce
sauce.
on everything. Most things.
Mhm. I think I saw either the B-Dub sauce I saw down there in the pantry. Yeah.
We were out of it recently, so we had to stock up, and we got an absurd amount of buffalo sauce. But now we're okay. We were talking about quesadillas earlier.
Oh yeah,
quesadillas and buffalo sauce, like chicken quesadilla and buffalo. Yeah, I guess it's
Dude,
buffalo chicken quesadilla.
I had an ex-girlfriend who loved buffalo sauce. She put on fucking everything.
Yeah.
It's great. Which I think sometimes I feel like if you like associate something with like an ex, you're probably more inclined to be like, I'm okay with that. But buffalo's too good. I don't eat it enough. I would like to have that more often because I'm usually like a Sweet Baby Ray's kind of a guy for buffalo. That's what she always had on stuff. We always had that around when her and I were together. And Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo sauce is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like the consistency. You can eat, and buffalo sauce is either it's good warm and cold. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Lukewarm.
The Sweet Baby Ray's I have had before, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Not one that I typically buy. So you can see in there. But there's the avocado based ones. It's also whatever labeled organic and bunch of things, and it's like $8 for a little bottle, and it's like not the most economically friendly on the wallet.
The base of it is avocado.
Yeah, the like avocado oil or something that it's made with, and it's really good.
Okay, is it smoother? I imagine.
Yeah. It's not so harsh vinegary.
Buffaloes can't be smooth. Otherwise, it's you haven't done it correctly. But
I like Frank's.
Okay. Yeah.
And Frank's, hot sauce is good, but the buffalo sauce is good. But I think in both cases, more of like a vinegary, runny kind of thing. And
because I'm a big Frank's, I like Frank's Red Hot a lot. But recently, I've actually, when it comes to cayenne pepper sauce, I usually I've been getting Texas Pete lately. You know Texas Pete? I don't know if that's
probably recognize, but
it's like
not one.
It might be like one of the cheapest options I think they have, but it's Frank's Red Hot. What I usually do after I work out, I immediately go to my car to replenish the protein. I have 3 packets of tuna in my car all the time. At least 3. And then I eat a protein bar, sometimes with peanut butter.
You have tuna in your car?
It's like tuna packets, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you think you can't, but it's like an MRE. It's fine. You buy it's stored. You buy off the shelf, and it's not. Yeah.
Shelf.
I wouldn't have like tilapia in my car. That's different. This is airtight salmon.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for months and months and months now. I'm okay. We're good. Don't worry. I'm still kicking. My breath was questionable, but I usually eat the protein bar and the peanut butter. Point is, I usually to sweeten or to kind of make it more interesting. Sometimes I'll throw some peanuts in there and hot sauce to give it texture and some kick. And I was using like the small bottle of Frank's Red Hot for a while. Threw that in there. It's pretty good. And then I was like, let me try Texas Pete. So I bought a big bottle for my mini fridge at home and a small bottle for my lunchbox in my car after workouts. Texas Pete has how ketchup is like salty and sweet a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Texas Pete has this more sweet appeal to it, in my opinion. Now, if I had gone from Texas Pete to Frank's Red Hot, I probably would have found the good in Frank's Red Hot again. But this has more kick to it, I think. But because I noticed the differences, I had the Frank's first. I was like very vinegary, runny, very it's a traditional hot sauce. Going to Texas Pete is like, ooh, what a lovely almost like tropical hint to it. It's good. I liked it a lot.
Tangy.
It's tangy and it's a little bit a sweet little finish to it.
Okay.
In my opinion, Texas Pete. It's good stuff.
Check it out.
It's a fun. It's a very simple logo. It's like a cowboy with a really big hat. That's got to be Pete on my,
Like
in my
big
I
hats?
think, yeah.
Big Hat Pete.
Yeah, but I use like, you have an air fryer around here? You got an air fryer.
Oh yeah,
don't
we
you?
got like
of course.
two
Air
of them.
fryers, that
We've
is,
got the fancy one that gets to live out on the counter, and
Okay,
the one
sick.
that's hidden away.
perfect.
It's grimy
Our
just for
our
the
air
nugs.
fryer is where our Keurig used to be. The Keurig's in my room now, above the mini fridge. It's my little kitchenette over in my room. You guys have seen it on the podcast 100 times. Well, not 100 times, but if you watched the episode that many times, sure you have. I keep looking at my laptop, thinking that's the camera. The camera's over here. I'm sorry. Keurig's usually in my room. You'll see it on the podcast. But I love an air fryer. I use an air fryer for fried chicken. Like the chicken. Not down on nuggets. I'm not a child.
I was late to the game on the air fryer.
I know,
Everything
so
went
good.
in the microwave for me, and now everything goes
Uncrustables, the microwave. Yeah.
Well,
dude.
yeah.
Against
Everything now
regulation.
goes in the air fryer, and it's changed my
But an
life.
air fryer,
Even the nugs.
It's an air fryer is the perfect answer between
I'm
a
an
microwave and an oven. Because it's the convenience, but it's also like you put some shit in the microwave and it gets soggy as hell.
Right.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
Like I remember making chimichangas in middle school and being like, "Well, that's cool." It just flops out. I'm like, "All right." If I put it in the air fryer, it's gonna come out crispy.
Yes.
I might get crumbs.
Still will be lava inside of
For
your
sure.
Totino's
Chimichangas
pizza
are like
rolls.
that.
But your hot pocket. Hot pocket.
Oh, it's so good.
That's how that joke ends.
Papu's the hot pocket joke.
That's right. Okay, wait. You said you had something you were going to ask me about, or did we already?
I was
do
literally
that?
just about to bring it up as soon as we were
Okay,
done
okay.
with our
Okay. Sauces.
incredibly cliche podcast.
yeah, our next-
white guy talk. It's
our-
like
yeah, our
air
next-
fryers are kind of the shit. In case you haven't heard about it,
If I had a
this
nickel.
podcast brought to you by air fryer. Just a noun, not even a specific air fryer.
And this
no.
one's also brought to you by AG1s.
Yeah,
H
it is not.
ones.
No, not true at all. So obviously.
AG1 buffalo sauce.
Yeah,
Coming.
Buffalo AG1 trace. Yeah. But brought to you by Hims. We got bad bonus around here.
That's right.
Got to stay
Hims
hard.
and hers.
No, so I think you and I both agree 21 Pilots is our favorite band.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
Yeah,
band,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
What's your second place? I think I know the answer to this.
Yeah, I would put Blink
Right.
probably
Exactly. Perfect.
there. Neighbors and
so-
Airwaves.
Oh, yeah.
really all the side projects of
Mhm.
Blink plus 44 and Boxcar Racer.
Do you
Yeah,
before I ask you,
I have to probably put Blink as my number one.
Mhm.
And I think there's a story that
Probably
I think
because like, you've been a fan longer.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That was something like I think I first started to notice music, kind of for myself of, oh, I like this. I
Mhm.
want to pursue, songs that sound like that and listen to that type of music and things and follow that. But I actually wanted to bring up this story of I would watch like Palladia or like MTV One or whatever that would show like live concert footage of different bands and stuff, but a lot of like festival sets. And I forget what it was, like Hangout Fest 2013 or something.
Okay.
And 21 Pilots was on there, and
Oh.
I had heard Holding On to You on the radio, like the alternative station,
Mhm.
Q101 or 88.9, I guess at the time. But and I knew I had heard of them, and I liked that song. That's all I had heard. But they were playing. It was the first time watching them play in their setup, and before the song even started, you saw Josh's drum set,
Mm-hmm.
and instantly I'm like, oh, that's set up exactly like Travis Barker's.
Exactly.
Like
sure.
the like
flat
just
cymbals,
the
and
three-
the rack tom in the front. Yeah.
I'm like,
Because it's also
oh.
like very Ringo, but it's modern Ringo, and then it's inspired by all of it. Yeah. And
and
it's like just the flat aesthetic is so great.
and then would play inspired by Travis Barker.
Yes.
I think a lot of his stuff. But of course,
I've
21
never
Pilots
heard-
does not sound like Blink
Not
at all.
Not at all.
You know, so.
But I mean, I know
That's very
Josh
cool.
and Mark Hoppus are good. They're good friends now,
I think
which is amazing. That's so cool for me to hear.
one of Josh's interviews, like his favorite album is "Take Your Pants Off and Jacket."
Yeah.
And I like, yeah, okay, this checks out. This makes sense.
For sure. Because, like, he's 37, so he was, I think he's born, I know they're both born in 88, so try to do the math. That came out when he was 13. Trench came out when I was 13. So, like, there's that, that's like a perfect, yeah, exactly. So, I imagine, like, that was like I remember, because, like, the story that Josh always tells is, like, when he found out about drums, we just go to the record store and you can find the most tattooed guy in there recommend music. So I think he got exposed to the Offspring pretty early on, and then right in some 41, but it all that like the same like kind of like the Warped Tour kind of bands, and I think Take Your Pants Off and Jacket was probably. And I've never heard him once mention Travis Barker in an interview ever.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's so clearly.
It's kind of interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen him. There's a picture of him and Travis from 2014, I think. I saw that once. But him and Mark are really good friends.
And
but
I think they did some festival or charity thing that Josh played with.
Probably.
Blink was being at the time. This was 2016 or 17, where it was Mark Hoppus on bass and Matt Skiba. I don't think it was Tom for that show, but he got to play drums. He playing the Travis Barker role.
That's right, because I remember him. There's a video of him playing.
I think he played First Aid.
Yeah, I think I for sure know he played Much. He played Much off of a.
Oh yeah.
I think that was in 2019.
Okay.
I think I remember because I've seen the video a lot of times. I didn't know that song for a while because I didn't know I didn't know all of Enema of the State for a while. Because it's like track 10 on that album because it's in its Windy Clear and then Anthem, right? Yeah. So I'm very much more. I've listened to Enema of the State more than Take Your Pants Off and Jacket, but I think Enema of the State is like Led Zeppelin 4, where it's just hit. So Enema of the State, Blurry Face. Death of the Bachelor, Panic at the Disco. It's their album. Everyone knows that album. It's because it has all the hits on it, right?
Sure.
But I feel I was going to ask you what was your favorite, and maybe if we dive into one of your favorite Blink album, if we could rank the songs.
Enema of the State or Untitled. Take Off Your Pants Jacket was I really liked, still had First Aid and Stay Together for the Kids and
the Rock Show.
Yeah. Still had great bangers on.
I don't have all the titles well versed yet, so
However, I think when I'm looking at maybe all time listens of songs, I think Feeling This, I Miss You.
Yeah.
Asthenia is one of my deeper cuts that I love. Stockholm Syndrome is one of my favorite songs.
Is the interlude before?
Yeah. The note that his Grandpa wrote during World War II.
Wow. Yeah, there's
awesome.
I
also had it's also dating myself is that I would listen to that album on a allegedly torrented version, LimeWire or whatever, where that it had the quality was not great that I would listen to, but I had downloaded it, on MP3 and all that. But I didn't know that I had a radio edited version of the album. So I remember hearing it later and there's an F-bomb in the middle of that chorus. I had no idea.
It's for the self-titled?
Yeah.
Is it, you call it self-titled or untitled?
I think it goes by a few names. Okay. I maybe have seen Untitled mostly.
The one with Miss You on it.
Yeah. I think Tom calls it the Smiley Face album, and I think he's the only one who calls it that.
That makes a lot of sense, though. I Do Always is one of my favorite Blink songs for sure.
Yes,
because I remember there's a few bands that I got into in middle school that I listened to the greatest hits album of. So I give three of them for example was Blink, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then I guess it wasn't until my sophomore year during COVID, but the Talking Heads. Was I just got
Okay, nice.
would listen to these the greatest hits album a lot, and so the greatest hits came out in '05, I guess. So it has like
I have beef with the Red Hot Chili Peppers greatest hits album that didn't have "Can't Stop" on it.
yeah, for cool, but why the fuck not? Yeah, it's one of it's a hit. Yeah.
Like what?
If you're not well versed with the greatest hits album for Blink, it's Carousel, Eminem's, Damn It.
Yeah.
Are those three all off Dude Ranch?
No,
Or
Damn It is no. The other ones are before that.
So that's Buddha.
Buddha.
Okay. And then
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire. Okay.
Anyway.
Because those three, I really need to get. I need to do my
for me.
Yeah. I need to do my due diligence on those
Yeah.
because I feel like a poser not knowing those albums very well.
Yeah.
But it's all like it's like what self-produced punk albums from the the early '90s. I'm like, how those can't be great,
Sure,
you know?
sure.
It's got to be cool for history, but they're not well produced like End of the Stay, Take Off Your Jacket, and self-titled and stuff. So
Right.
But yeah, it goes Carousel, Eminem's, Damn It, Josie. What's My Age Again? All the Small Things, Adam's Song. Those are all three from End of the State.
Yeah, Adam's Song might be my favorite song of all time.
I think so. Yes. I mean, also just do the drum part for that. I mean, I literally bought cymbals for that. And after that is Man Overboard.
You have to play drums, air drums too.
Yeah,
it's on
for sure. It's on my uncontested playlist where it's all my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Adam's Song is. Man Overboard. Is that like a
great.
single?
Yeah, I think it came out after.
Because I remember talking to a guy named Neil Meyer. He's a comedian. He runs the Don't Tell shows at Bloomington. And I think that song is about when they had to fire their first drummer for being an alcoholic.
Oh,
Is that true?
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not. It sounds like it's true.
Yeah, they did have to. Yeah.
And then after that is The Rock Show, First Day, Stay Together for the Kids. Those are three off of Take Off Your Jacket.
So, I think the Mark, Tom, and Travis show. I'm probably fucking this up.
Oh yeah.
Their live album came out in I think 2000. So before Take Your Pants Off Jacket, so those songs weren't on it. If you haven't listened to that live album, I highly recommend it. It's pure chaos. It's great.
Yeah,
it's so good. All of the songs are played like 20 BPMs.
Yeah,
faster.
I know. It's insane.
And the banter is just so good.
Right. Okay. It's this one, right?
Ridiculous.
It's the Mark, Tom, and Travis show.
I think it came out as a single either on that.
Okay, that makes no sense.
Or like around that time.
Yeah, it was Man Overboard Lives, and then Shut Up and Play a Song was like the last two songs.
That's
fun. That's really fun.
Us.
Yeah, I think I listened to that at the gym once, like a year ago, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, okay, it's great. Man Overboard. Okay, cool. So
I love that song. The bass line.
Yeah, and then after Stay Together for the Kids, it's Feeling This, I Miss You, and Down, and Always.
Oh, Down, yeah.
Down, I love Down.
Great, yeah.
And then it's Not Now, which I know that's for sure a single, correct?
Which I think was released with the Greatest Hits album.
Okay, great. That's
that and the cover of Another Girl, Another Planet.
That's correct. Yeah, because I remember I thought that was their song for a long time, and then I watched Paul, which is like the Seth Rogen movie. Yeah, and then I heard that I was like, oh, it's like an old like punk. That's really cool. Yeah. So. I mean, I jammed the balls off that song off that album in the 8th grade, and then I was like, oh, there's probably so many other songs. And then I got into the state first, listened to that a few times, and so I think on my first couple of passes with for Enter the State, I think I really liked Dumpweed a lot. Dysentery Gary was later, but the Party Song and Dumpweed and the Party Song were probably the ones I liked, and also Aliens Exist because I think they're on the Aliens. Do you want to go to a party? Yeah. But then this album, Emma the State, is one of my favorite albums ever now. So if you had to rank the albums, like which have you? I mean, did you listen to 9 at all? Like, I mean, that's one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
Because I listened to that one a lot this year, and I actually I've attached a lot of like memories of this year to this album, and. It's for sure going to be like it's going to be 7 years late to being nostalgic because I remember when it came out and being like, oh, that's cool. And then I remember listening to Ransom, which is like one of like the interludes, which is it's like punk out, they have this like this short 30-second songs on there. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I remember I didn't revisit this album for a long time until this year. So,
Okay.
But then what's on? So Neighborhoods. It was
Neighborhoods.
so at this time what was going on between the band for that 8-year gap? Is that where like Boxcar Racer came out and stuff?
So
like, it's all Tom stuff.
So no, I'm gonna give you the brief.
Please.
That's
funny. That's one of the
caffeinated
cover bands talking about
history.
Blink-182 in depth history.
So this is how I understand it,
Uh-huh.
and the internet can correct me.
Okay.
Around 2000 was Take Your Pants Off and Jacket.
Mm-hmm. Another one, yeah. Or that,
Tom apparently had been writing other songs that he felt were maybe too emotionally heavy, emo, for the Blink project. So
okay.
he was thinking about doing a side project, and he recruited, of course, Travis to play drums on it, and then his other two friends, one being the guitarist for Angels and Airwaves as well.
Okay,
I'm blanking on
gotcha.
his name. And another guy, so they formed Boxcar Racer, and that was 2002 that album came out. And legend has that like Mark knew nothing about this and was like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Like, why didn't you involve me? Like this."
Yeah, because it could just been
certainly heard
like
about it.
another.
Even
Blink
though
album.
he was kind of featured or like sang on one of the songs. However, like Elevator, the Boxcar Racer song, but also like doesn't necessarily fit into the Blink category.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of agree in that the vision of the project wasn't quite Blink, so it was certainly different to an extent. People that haven't really heard any of the music would probably be like, okay, this is just more of the same. But anyway, so there started to be,
turmoil.
yeah, just some animosity, I think, kind of just looming. And then, since that time, then the Untitled album came out, and shortly after that, they canceled tours. They would have meetings, and Tom would just show up with his lawyer or his own manager and not talk, and just have his manager talk for him.
Total drama.
Yeah.
Damn, wow.
And was like, I want out, and that was 2004, and then
All before I was born. Wow.
and then I think was it January 1st of 2006. I think We Don't Need to Whisper, Angels and Airwaves came out.
Which is also Tom's band. Was that with Travis or no?
No.
That's Tom's own side project.
Adam Willard, I think, is the drummer on that, who's really good. And then Plus 44 came out. And Travis felt like the kid of divorced parents. Who did I go to? And
picked sides.
I already did, Boxcar Racer, and Travis is like, I didn't know. I just assumed Tom had talked to Mark about doing Boxcar, these other songs. When I got wind that wasn't the case, now he's like, I'm going to do Plus 44 with Mark.
So Plus 44. Okay, I don't think I ever heard of that before. So that's Mark's answer to Angels and Airwaves almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mark's fronting, playing bass, and there's two guitarists, and Travis is playing drums. And you should watch up the live videos on late night shows where Travis had. I think he got in a skateboarding injury or something, and now he's in a cast.
And he's playing everything left-handed, one-handed, right? That's insane. Oh my god,
and they're
that's
like,
crazy.
it's gonna be too hard to get a different drummer to come in and do it. So he just powered through, and it looks so cool. And I'm pretty sure he's also smoking a cig.
That's amazing. That's
his
so
broken
cool.
arm.
Which now he's a vegan, and then he's these CBD oils for your face. I'm a great guy. It's like, oh wow, Travis, you look so mean, but you're such a sweet man. So that's what, late 2000s, same around same time.
So 2006,
Okay.
I think, was the first Angels and Airwaves album, and the one and only Plus 44 album.
Gotcha.
I want to say that's right. But it also was those years, Tom was allegedly addicted to pain pills and had some mood personality kind of changes and kind of outlashing more for like chronic back pain that he was having and all this. So I think that it had some things to do with kind of the departure and parting ways. But I think he also, Tom was like saying all this like grandiose stuff of like, I'm gonna revolutionize the music industry. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna like, you know, I don't need Blink to, you know, be punk rock and do this other thing. And in some ways, I think like I'm getting some of this from like Mark's book and Travis, but I think Mark Hoppus's was the Fahrenheit 182 or whatever it's called.
Was that like after he had cancer and stuff too?
Yeah, it was his memoir of things and kind of talking about it. But that Tom was just like kind of talking out his ass that he's gonna like revolutionize things and change things. And I didn't really follow it at the time, but like 2007 when like Angels and Airwaves was like trying to go off it and do their thing, they had basically made what's now maybe Discord of like Mod Life was the name of it, of like a pay to get extra access to the band and like have like content made that only if you subscribed and subscribed on their Mod Life platform.
OnlyFans.
Basically, for bands.
Right. Okay, cool. Only bands. That's right there.
Only bands.
There you go, yeah.
Trademark, copyright. Yeah, you're onto something. Yeah, basically, you know, making something for the super fan. That's something in music marketing we're hearing all the time of like, how do I connect with my super fans? And I don't want a viewer. I don't want even a listener. I want a super fan, someone that's gonna attend every show, travel to a show, buy the merch, buy the new line of merch, all the physical media.
I feel like Total Pounds has the most super fans. I wonder if that's probably true. I bet there's some couple of K-pop bands maybe, but like,
sure.
I think it maybe like from what I know,
certainly a cult following.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely think that there's something there.
I guess they get back together for neighborhoods.
So yes, I think there was some. Was it like the MTV Music Video Awards or VMAs or something in 2009? I want to say that they famously announced on the award show that they're back together because that had just followed in 2008 Travis's plane crash.
Right.
And that like brought the band together, back together. Even though Tom, you could just kind of sense that his heart wasn't in it. Even the live shows from that era, like he's just hammering on stage.
Damn.
Then like kind of phoning it.
Yeah, because that was like the third time, the second time they were together. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I like Neighborhoods. Yeah, definitely was, trying different things in their sound of stuff.
And then I have Dogs Eating Dogs as like is that it came out after?
Yeah. What was that, like 2015?
It's in 2012 on my
2012.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that was an EP that came out like December of 2012.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And I really liked those songs. I thought it was kind of peak. I think they said that they had the follow-up to Neighborhoods, and they never really delivered with it, and then this EP came out. Yeah. And then I think shortly thereafter they announced their breakup again, and then more falling out, and Mark just being like, I'm not giving him a third chance, and this is ridiculous.
Right.
But
yes. Were you in high school when that came out, 2012?
No, I was in college. Sophomore year, I think.
Okay,
sophomore year, December. Yeah, I remember it being like finals week and listening to that. Yellow Wolf's on that. Yeah,
hell yeah, dude.
I like that song. I really like that album. And the ones after that, I like California. I thought Matt Skiba did really well on that album.
Yeah, is he also on 9? Is that him?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Because I listened to all of California like a month ago. I was like, there's a whole. I didn't realize it was a double album either. 'Cause I like the deluxe edition. Did that get released all together? That's a lot of songs.
Yeah, it got like re-released as a deluxe double album. Like there's a whole other like 12 songs. That
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that is what 28 songs in total. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Because I got back into it because Josh Dunn uploaded the drum cover to Misery. I never heard that. I was like, I'm like, why do I not know this song? And I'm like, this is a great song. And I was like, oh, it's up to California. I just want this only album I haven't like given it a chance yet.
Yeah, and the deluxe version of California, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's because I think Josh asked Mark, he's like, what Blink song should I do? He goes, you should do Misery, which I'm like, huh. And all the songs, that one I guess, but so that's Travis Mark, and then he said, what's his last name?
Matt Skiba. He's the Alkaline Trio.
That's what I thought. Okay, because actually I just got that finally confirmed from you just now because there's an Alkaline Trio song I have downloaded called Oblivion, and I remember hearing it and being like, this sounds like the Blink album. And I was like, I bet it's that guy. Yeah, and I was right. So yeah, that sounds the same. That's good.
The Goldfinger guy who produced California and may have produced that album. If you think that it sounded like that.
3 years apart, yeah.
What's his name? The Goldfinger guy.
Goldfinger.
You might recognize. It's not hard.
Drop a phone.
I downloaded the guitar tones from the California album, STL plugin.
Is it Goldfinger? Is that a band? Is that
yeah, band. They're like a punk ska band, late '90s, early '00s. I mean, they are still active. They have a cover.
Jay Weinberg's in it now. He was the drummer for Slipknot for like 10 years.
That could be.
But is it John Feldman?
Feldman.
John Feldman.
John Feldman. Yep, that's it.
So he produced California at least, and maybe 9.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe 9.
Let's check 9.
Might have. I think a lot of different people worked on 9. So I don't know that
total sense
too much, but
I love 9. I think 9's a great album.
I think first time.
Yeah, the first time. It feels very reminiscent of Enema of the State to me. Like I feel like it could have existed on that album.
Yeah, I love that song. There's some good songs. I think they experimented a lot with that, and I think they did have a lot of like Patrick Stump, Fall Out Boy helped write one of the songs.
Oh, really? That makes a lot of sense.
Sober, I think they did that one. I think they had a lot of people. Kind of help out with stuff.
Yeah, it just feels like every song. It reminded me when I discovered a lot of All Time Low songs. Like, I mean, I'm a big All Time Low fan. They're probably like my number 3 band, to be honest. I just love them so much. Because like I mean, all their albums are just like I end up just like playing on repeat. I'm like, man, they just don't miss. Like even some of the weaker songs, I'm like, still a great melody and like great. They're trying the whole time. But I think when I discovered 9, that album reminded me so much of being in middle school and discovering the music I love now. And I was like, oh, this is certainly an album I would have jammed all through high school had I given it a chance when it came out. Because it came out my freshman year, I think. So, all around, probably like it was right there. It could have been. Well, let me look that up real quick.
Did you like the? Sorry, kind of change a little bit, but the Mark Hoppus and. Who's
Alex Gaskarth, the Simple Creatures. Dude, I got right into them. Yeah, because that came out as soon as I was, because I got into All Time Low and Blink-182 the same year, and so I knew that they were certainly inspired by them a lot. And then I was like, oh, they have
I think that came out after California, but before 9.
I think
that was
so.
Like my fix of Blink stuff.
Let's see, what is 9 album? When did it come out? Came out September 20th, 2019, at the very beginning of my freshman year, which is it was a brilliant time for my life. It was great. The Simple Creatures came out like right around the same time as that, because Drug, Adrenaline, and because they only released like 6 songs ever.
Yeah, they just said
it's
EPs,
like 2
right?
EPs, yeah,
or 2 EPs.
But I listened to those pretty.
Ether or something.
Special creatures.
Or
where are they on my feed? Or the Simple Creatures. I'm done.
Simple Creatures.
That's right.
Yeah, you said
there we go.
The first
one. They have Strange Love is the first one, and then they had Everything Opposite, which is the second. So it's like, so you have Drugs, Strange Love, How to Live, Adrenaline, Ether, and Lucy. On the first one, and then like just the exact same amount of songs. Special, One Little Lie, Need Me, The Wolf, Nevermind, Thanks I Hate It. I'm like, those could just be one album right there. It's a great selection of songs. Love that. It made me like I'm like how cool would it be, like from Alex's perspective, to like grow up like loving Blink-182 and then collaborating and having 2 EPs with the guy, like doing music videos. I'm like that's gotta be so cool, dude.
Yeah.
And then the fact that like Blink, 21 Pilots, and Alex and All Time Low, they're all like put together because like Josh and Mark are friends, and Alex and Mark work together. I'm like it's like it feels like I'm correct for liking all 3 of those bands together, you know.
I want to know how Fueled by Ramen, because I thought it was Fall Out Boy. For some reason, I have in my head that like Pete Wentz discovered is maybe not the right term, is the one that like had the process of getting 21 Pilots signed to Fueled by Ramen. I could be wrong. I'm not sure exactly. And I'm just interested because then I think 21 Pilots went on tour with
Fall Out Boy. Yeah, because it was the Saving Rock and Roll tour. That was Panic at the Disco and 21 Pilots and Fall Out Boy. What I would have loved to just fucking watch one of those shows. I was 8 years old, unfortunately, so I wasn't gonna be able to appreciate it. I think they filmed. Remember, Drunk History.
Drunk History. Yes. This is like half of what I'm like basing this off of too. Him wearing the 21 Pilots t-shirt.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I gotta watch that again.
Mm-hmm. That's actually we should do that. Yeah. For sure should. Because I remember seeing and 6 years ago when they were really riding the tails of Level of Concern, like when they released a single during COVID, they did the old. We're talking about 21 Pilots right now, but the found footage stuff, and there's like a picture of them like behind the scenes during Drunk History, where it's because I love the way they edit that, because you can tell it's like out of order because his shirt is more soaked in the middle and then not in the end. It's so funny. And we should for sure watch that. That's really funny.
Yes.
Yeah. So absolutely. I mean, what a great tour that probably was, man. Because I was like, Vessel, Saving Rock and Roll, and whatever the fucking album with Nicotine on it, and Girls, Boys, Girls. What's that album called? Panic at the Disco. I love Panic too. I really love Panic.
Gosh, I can picture it in my brain.
Yeah, cause it's like black and white, but the smoke is rainbow.
Yeah. No.
Hold on.
Is gospel? No. That's
kind of check number 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up, and then I'm gonna see. Maybe I can give you hints where you can kind of get partial credit for it.
0.5 points.
I wasn't gonna get this, but it's both. So it's almost like the same sentence twice. I feel like I might confuse you on accident. I don't want to do that. But this is another one of the albums that I listened to in middle school. I think I got into Panic in 7th grade, right after. So I think, so here's how my trajectory went. It was like 21 Pilots, the fall of 2017. I was in 7th grade. And then later in January or February 2018 was Panic at the Disco, still 7th grade. Then I got into Blink-182 on my own, that summer in between, and then I get into the fall, and then I got into All Time Low, and at the end of 2018. So then by 2019, end of 8th grade, just Blink, All Time Low, Panic at the Disco, 21 Pilots, we're all just weave between my brain at all hours of the day. And then a few other bands like The Fame, they're from like Australia and stuff. But do you want the name of that album real quick before I forget?
I won't know it.
Too weird to live, too rare to die. That's too long.
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't gonna get that.
Yeah,
Like all the other ones
give
though.
multiple choice, but I would,
Have you listened to Viva Las Vengeance? Because like that one that came out a couple years ago, it's not great. It's not good. I don't love it. I tried to. I give it a lot of, but it doesn't feel right.
I have a question. What was your process like? I don't have many. Sorry, my voice cracked like it sounded like RFK.
Oh, RFK, that's fun.
The caffeine's hitting.
No, yes.
What I was gonna say is, I feel like there aren't a lot of bands that I remember vividly, like my first time hearing them and being like, oh, this is like, remember where I was or what I was doing when I got into those first few songs, and what was that process for 21 Pilots? Like, how did you first discover them, and how did you go down that road?
Okay, so
because I have some hot takes about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this the GoPro's at like 5%, so make this like our last segment, which is a great thing. Cool, we're recording this on the 2-year anniversary of Clancy, by the way. That's pretty cool. Came out 2 years ago. So I was 12 whenever I got to 12 Pilots. My friend Alexa, which I brought to the first show, she and I have been friends since like 6th grade, and she was into them, I think, right around when Blurry Face came out. But then she was like, "You should listen to this band. You might like them." It was like around the fall of 2017, and I remember she had sent me a video or two. I think I'd heard "Stressed Out" or "Ride" on the radio. It's been too many years of knowing them like intimately to know when I was just like a haphazardous thing.
Gotcha.
So she had like kind of planted the seed in my brain about it. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give them a listen and stuff. But I was just like, that's why I wanted her, like I knew what Fall Out Boy was because I remember watching Big Hero 6 because they had Immortals in that song. I was like, it's a cool song. Yeah. And then my mom downloaded that and Century. So I was like, Fall Out Boy. She loves Fall Out Boy. Yeah. I'm assuming 21 Pilots were like in a similar caliber of them, which I'm not wrong for that. It's like a lot of the same people love those bands together.
Yeah.
Then I was over at my Aunt Ginger and Uncle Doug's house, and my cousins were watching music videos like ad nauseum that day, and they played "Stressed Out," and I was like, "Are those tattoos?" Of course, I think a lot of people thought that because when that music video set them off for "Stressed Out," and then I remember like watching that, being like, "This is really cool," and I got into them like I think like that weekend. And then, so the first three were this was end of 2017. This was during their hiatus. I didn't know what that was yet, but it was like October, November of 2017. I always say November 2017 just to be. I can't remember what it was, but I remember watching "Stressed Out," "Ride," and "Heathens." I was like, oh, those are my 3 new songs I like. Cool. But then I just kept watching music videos like "House of Gold." I remember getting chills during when they scream at the end. And then I started this. I was like, "Oh, they have interviews." I watched like these guys are hilarious and they're cool. Like I feel like they're role models. I watched their vines. Then I was like, "All right, I'm down." They're the last 2 albums I ever bought with iTunes gift cards before we got Apple Music. So it was for a while. It was just self-titled, Vessel, and Blurry Face. And then I found out about Regional at Best and no pun intended later on. But like it was just like trickled of like, hey, you should listen to them from Alexa. My cousin showing me a visual aid, and then I got attached to myself. So I didn't discover them on my own, but I definitely started to love them on my own. Nice. And then I just I've been playing drums before I got into them, but then I was like, what a great songs to learn how to play. And then Heathens was actually the first song I ever learned on drums, man. And so now we're in a band called Heathens.
That's cool.
So and then I've just been a fan ever since. And then I've been around for 4 new albums. So they've almost had. I've had the same amount of new albums as there was prior albums. So I'm like right in the middle of their as of right now, they're in the middle of it. So that's how I got to them. I think it's kind of how I tell that story. I was like on the witness stand.
Well, Alexa's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Alexa.
And that is true.
Mm-hmm.
I've met her, so yes.
So what was your? You said you had like a hot take. You said. Well,
Yeah.
it's probably the end of
Yeah,
it.
there's more specific into it. Yeah, I heard "Holding On to You" on the radio. Like, okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
And House of Gold, and
Yes.
like, okay,
It was
like,
2013
that's
or
fine.
something?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Vessel had come out, and starting to hear that on alternative stations. So I went and checked them out on Spotify, and I was listening to them, and Trees. I heard Trees, and I was like, oh, okay, this is one of my favorite songs of all time now. Like, just already. And then Fake You Out was one that, for some reason, when I was kind of going through the songs, I like that was really good. I remember reading that, I think on iTunes, had a, like, review, or I guess a review, like a third-party iTunes Apple person that said,
Yeah.
like, this album, is a genre blend of blah, 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 of, alternative rock and reggae and rap and everything in between, blah, 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 and electronic and EDM. And, however, there are parts where the singer will, these soaring melodies, but also sound like Aziz Ansari rapping. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it does. It does kind of sound like that. In one of the songs, Car Radio. I remember listening to Car Radio and being like, what did I just listen to?
Yeah, I bet.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to like it. Like
I
it was.
understand, yeah.
It felt very jarring.
It's so like intense too. It feels like so.
Yeah. And
like you're looking into someone's like brain. Like, wow, this feels
Right.
too close for comfort. Sometimes.
and the catharsis at the end, the yell, the drum fill, dance off, the screamo over this
You're
like
'cause-
halftime breakdown.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I remember
It was
thinking
like, what is this mix of things?
Mhm.
Why did I get chills?
Right.
And why?
Right.
After 10 listens, I'm like, oh, this is one of my favorite songs of all time.
And Vessel's so loaded with that. It's so good. It's
is.
12 songs, and you get to
However,
know them so well. But,
Being in college when that came out
Uh-huh.
and showing friends, people are like, what is this?
Yeah, I
you
bet.
like this?
right. And so
And then I was like questioning myself of like,
Mhm.
no, it's like, don't you get goosebumps like when
Yeah.
you listen to this?
Uh-huh.
Like, what are you hearing that I'm not? And they're like, whatever. And some of those friends came around later, like, oh yeah, Ryan's all right. Heathens is good.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you posers.
Yeah, they are. Like,
Yeah,
they
'cause-
are good songs. And then I remember when Blurry Face came out, and it was one that like we listened to the day it came out, and like and the singles beforehand of like
Right.
Fairly
The
Local and like
was-
him tweeting like, hey, this single isn't exactly what's on the album. Like everyone like not stress out about it. Not
Yeah,
to,
right.
no pun
Yeah,
intended.
yeah.
But
Because Vessel and Blurface are so different.
they
and
are.
But at the same time, like, I feel like Not Today could have been on Vessel.
Yeah, okay.
Something.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wonder. And given like enough time, like, it feels like those eras are so different because they were like wearing like almost like clothes you could wear to church, like on stage, like the collared shirts with like the buttons and stuff. I remember trying to wear those a lot in high school, trying to see if I can pull off the Vessel look, and I just never was built for it. But then you go into Blurry Face, it's like black and red and cool, like more modern, like doper clothes and stuff, and it's a really cool vibe change and everything. And but then they just got shot into the mainstream. But I do know what it's like to listen to car radio and be on like, this is not for everyone, but I know it's for me. And I knew I had to keep it to myself. I'm like this. I'm gonna get made fun of for liking this. But then I remember people found out, they were like, because I made the Vessel banner, like the black, red, yellow, and white logo. For, like I had it for what was that? That was like emotional. No, it was Quiet as Violent tour. They had like the banner back there. I made that my background on my Chromebook, and then people was like, "Oh, what the fuck? You like that band?" And I was like, It's my favorite thing in the world now. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I can't. It's giving me an identity, and like I never knew a band music could speak to me like this. Yes, for sure. I love
Yeah.
it. And then but then I learned to be like, it was a lesson of like, you're allowed to like whatever you want, Luke.
That's true.
It's fine.
That's true, yeah.
And then I learned so many other people. Then whenever I went to the first show, and for Bandito tour in 2018, I saw everybody and I was like, oh, I'm just not around these people that. This is a very strong fan base. We're
Sure.
fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
No need to worry about it.
And I feel like when sometimes, and this could be overwhelming too to outsider people, that if you're not really in the know what's going on, of like, or not familiar with their lore, their shows, that if you're oh sure I'll go, and then you go and you're like, what? Whoa! What is this?
Yeah. Why are they so? They're
doing platforms where?
About a jacket. I don't understand what the jacket's about. Yeah.
Why are they?
What are those 9 towers over there? Like,
Why are they walking around with a torch?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
what?
Of course.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm having chills right now. Like, you know, and I think certainly people know more than me, and probably us, than the lore of some of the stuff. And no, that's kind of the fun of it, of like kind of trying to decipher.
And like they leave it vague enough to where you can attach whatever meaning you want to it, which I think is brilliant art.
Yeah.
Where you give
that's
enough
what it's
for
supposed
someone to attach themselves to it, but
That's
like
the
not
goal.
enough, not too much to have like, well, I guess it's not this because they say it's this. And I think it's for sure. It's no matter what you look at it, it's for sure like an analogy for mental health, which is it's helped me a lot of the way through this stuff as well.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Same. And I remember watching early interviews with Tyler, him talking about music in that he likes, and I remember watching that early on and being like, oh, he gets it. Like he was like, My Chemical Romance is just like watching Gerard Way like deliver a lyric, whether it's a music video where like they're trying to like hyperbolize exactly what it is, or live, or like Brandon Flowers of The Killers, like he'd like look in the camera and like kind of like shake his hand. Like the videos, not handshaking, but like just the stare in his eye and just like zoned out, that like all he's thinking about is this, and like the message he's delivering is just so cathartic for him. Yeah. And I remember Tyler like describing those moments of things that inspired him, that I was like, yes, like that's why music.
You're listening to Mama's Garage Podcast.